Whoops. It's broken. There we go. Alright, it finally woke up. What the heck? There it is. Cool. Alright, 1 2 1 2. Y'all hear me? Alright, perfect. Thing working? Yeah. Good. Alright, what's up, yo? Hey, this is Hawggy in the place to be, representing on Rib Shack TV, y'all. And what we're gonna do for you good people this evening is doing a little catch up work, man. I got distracted by a few things recently, and I'd like to get you guys caught up. The last time we were here playing Elite Dangerous together was basically right before the 2.3 dropped, So I did a little bit of a release there with my video, man. But whatever, man. 2.3 came and it's out, and now we are in open beta for 2.3.1, if I'm not mistaken. I think I saw that when I was going into the EXE there. But anyway, just to catch you good people up, if you could see on the map here, the blue circle is on Mobia. That's right. I have relocated to Colonia. That's right. I made good on my claim, man. I know we were talking about that last video. At least I was towards the end, talking about my desires to go to Colonia, and I went ahead and took the plunge. I think it took me what, 3-4 days in my ASP, which only has a 29 point, I want to say 5. Yeah, 29.5 jump range. So it took me a good little while, but stuck with it. I was definitely committed. And one thing I'm not gonna do too soon is go back. So I've kind of made this my home. I arrived at Colonia, parked it at Colonia Hub, and then I paid the extremely extortionist type price to get my shipped to me here, because the shopping in Colonia, I gotta tell you fellas, do not come here empty-handed, man. At least have enough bread to have your stuff shipped to you. You're not gonna have access to engineers unless there's some here, and I haven't ranked up high enough with the engineers to be able to find out. So I kind of just got to roll with what I got, which is alright, man. I got mostly A-fitted stuff. I got a couple engineered modules, if you will, but nothing too crazy. I'm gonna have to gather up some bread and go back to the bubble, but that ain't happening anytime soon. For the time being, what I have done after I transferred is I am in a PvE group, Mobius. You guys probably heard of it. Well, it might not be the most popular, but it's definitely pretty big. I think there's like almost 20,000 cats of us in here, man. Well, there's 20,000 cats in these groups. My bad. And for your information, FYI, I will be flying FWI. That's, flying while intoxicated. Sorry, it's nighttime. We're adults. That's what we do. Just drink. So I'm going to finish this, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Elite Dangerous. So, well, let's do it while we're flying, right? Who wants to stare at a map? Anyway, I kind of bookmarked a bunch of the stations that I've not necessarily located, but I had to do jobs there, and the Mobius PvE group is pretty prominent out here. I think we got 2 systems that we got control of right now, and what I'm trying to do is shore those up at Morton's Paradise. So, man, let's see, let's zoom in and show you where I'm at, bro. Yep, here we go, right there. Morton's Colonia is right up the street, and these are all my bookmarks for the stations that are in the area. And as you can see, dude, they're all cram packed together. I mean, jump range is not a thing out here. Everything is pretty much consolidated. It's a nice, good, small pocket of what all is going on. I mean, just think about, this is the new world, right? This is Plymouth Rock. Colonia, yeah, colony, colonists, whatever. Anyway, it's right outside of this pretty nebula. And in order to shore up some of the influence that we have in this system, which is C8-138, and let's see, currently right now, The Mobius Colonial Republic Navy, which is what I'm a part of, is 29% and dropping, but we are in the middle of an expansion, so hopefully we'll be busting out to a new system that's got at least a shipyard. Like I said, I mean, you're out here, it's all good, you're doing your thing, but you got to come with what you got, man, because the shopping out here is, forget it. I'm not even going to talk about that. So what I did was I picked up a fare in order to take this fella. See, Thad Snow wants to go sightseeing, and we're going to take him to the Colonia expansion. And you, the audience, is going to ride with me for a little bit while I make, $1.5 million. Take these guys in my first class cabin, and let's see if we can make them happy. They want to take a look at the expansion, so here we go. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. So for you bubble dwellers, one of the first things you'll notice is the star field out here. It is extremely dense. I am way too far to see Bernard's Loop, and I'm pretty used to seeing it. I can't see it anymore, obviously. I mean, I'm closer to Sag A than I've ever been before. I'm 22K LYs from the bubble, and Morton's Paradise orbits an Earth-like right above my dome there. There we go. Check out that tropical storm over there on the right. It's pretty cool, right? Earth-likes everywhere. If only that were true. But it might be. You never know. Anyway, like we were saying earlier, I haven't recorded anything since the pre 2.3 patch came out, and if I'm not mistaken, man, and right after I got finished putting that video together, 2.3 dropped. So here's the fancy camera stuff. That's Morton's in our rear view. And we're gonna deliver our fare. Hey, check this out. Look at that. Paint looks great, right? No, of course not. It's chipped all up. I'm not gonna repair it either. Junky old man ship. Of course the paint's supposed to be toe up. I mean, it's probably like Millennium Falcon status right now. Okay, let's see here. They want to go to Colonia. I forgot to bookmark where we were going. Here we go. Hang on, y'all. Sorry. Freaking rusty. Let's go straight to it. I think this is it's just a tourist beacon that's outside of Jocks. And there's Jock Station right there, so let's take a look at it. If I'm not mistaken, I must be just one jump away. Yeah, nothing to it. You guys saw the map. Look at that, 16.3. You talk about like a tight, small grouping of civilizations out here in Colonia. And if I'm not mistaken, the last expansion CG closed maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, something like that. Could even be a month, I don't know. Couldn't tell you, bro. All I know is my faction is here, and we're working on influence. That's right. Out here, man, the name of the game, I suppose, would be exploration and or background simulation stuff for your faction if you guys have a footprint out here. And the Mobius group definitely does. Alright, so what's happened? I did not make good on my promise to do multi-crew. That's right. My homeboys decided not to play this. They're off doing other stuff, which is all good, man. We do what we do, you know, and haven't managed to get in with any of the Mobius guys yet, but that's okay. We've all been working on, you know, around the clock, man, different time zones, Trying to make sure we got the proper influence cracking. I mean, it is what it is. Ain't nothing to it. But I think the biggest post 2.3 Commanders patch news would be, well, maybe I could premise this with some gal news stuff. I wanna read an article to you guys. That's pretty interesting. But we'll do that when we park at Jack's, okay? So don't let me forget that. Uh-oh. It's like the passenger's talking to me. Let's see. He has taken the liberty of uploading the system data for our next destination to our panel. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate that greatly. Alright. Colonia expansion. Let's go take him to see what he wants to see, and we're kind of close to it now, so once we get there, I'm going to take a look at the GalNet and read you guys a little article. Yeah, that, in my opinion, has a lot to do with what the story is in this game. I mean, if you don't know, maybe I could clue you in. If you guys, you know, I talked about this on my last video, man. There's been a lot of people like, oh, I need a story. I need this. I need that. Well, okay, well, if I'm not mistaken, the story in Elite Dangerous is going to be the aliens and how they have been exposing and rolling out and revealing, whatever you want to call it, the alien experience, which is, I mean, oh man. And we'll get into that. Just hang on. Let me park. Let me park. Just take in the sights. Trying to get too far ahead of ourselves. Do that all the time. Yeah, there's a nebula that we live outside of, or pretty much in. Oh, crap. Watch this. I'm going to overshoot it. Slow down. Oh, we might hit it right on cue. Bam. How about that? All right. There's all the tourist ships. What's up, fellas? Dolphins going to Jocks. Alright. That's what homeboy wanted to do. We wanted to take a look at the Colonia expansion. Let's take a look at it ourselves. Ever since Jock Station arrived in blah 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 94 in June 3302, which is snap. What is that? Last year? It's been a whole year? Dang. Anyway, thousands of galactic citizens have migrated to the system in search of a new way of life, including me. The migration movement has resulted in a number of new outposts in the region, as well as a chain of stations connecting to the burgeoning community with the core systems. With the colony now firmly established in the system it's established in, recently renamed Colonia, the system's governing body, the Colonia Council has announced plans to colonize the surrounding systems, and that's exactly what's going on right now. We are part of that colony. And Thad Snow says, thank you for accompanying me on this journey, Commander. Please take me back to Morgan's Paradise. No problem, homie. We are headed this way, or that way, or whichever way. As soon as I waypoint it. Hang on, I still didn't forget what I want to talk to you about. Just hold on. Don't go anywhere. Alright. Oops, sorry. Let's scan some wakes and let's have a little discussion. Alright. Now. I guess we're not going to be able to scan wakes. Tell you what, let's take a gentle cruise to Jock Station, which is a little bit different than you guys are used to. 20 clicks out. Alright, let's do it. Nice and slow, but while we're on the way, I want to show you some news, which is a little old. Give me a break here. I haven't been on in a while, but this is kind of important in my opinion when it comes down to discussing the 2.3. So, oh wow. Looks like I got two news things to read you guys. Okay, where is it? A little while ago. Let's see. I think it was before the Gnosis. There we go. Okay, so May 19, reports have surfaced of mysterious attacks in the Maya system, where eyewitnesses claim to have found the remains of a number of federal vessels. According to reports, the damage to the ship's hulls was not consistent with any known form of weaponry. Furthermore, several observers claim to have seen the so-called unknown ships at the wreckage sites. Attempts to intercept the ships were unsuccessful. Chief of Federal Security Admiral Adam Tanner, who is understood to be investigating the mysterious ships, addressed the reports. These claims are certainly troubling, but I would remind you that their veracity has not yet been verified, and I would urge the public to remain calm. Rest assured that we are investigating the matter. Boy, that is some kind of serious, like, police chief talk to chill everybody out, right? You know what that means, obviously, right, everybody? Yeah, the aliens. This is the big thing about this game. Aliens. Like, how would stuff really be when you make first contact with aliens? So, recently, we heard about this. And this is 3rd of June. What is that, 3 days ago? Check it out. Recent reports from the Pleiades sector, whatever, system indicate that the so-called unknown ships have begun interacting with the region's barnacles. Eyewitnesses report that the ships have been seen targeting the barnacles with some kind of energy beam, apparently in order to extract matter from them. Pilots have also reported that their ships and SRVs spontaneously lose power while in proximity to the unknown ship, much like when they pull you out of witch space. The news follows reports that the unknown ships have been seen at the locations of mysterious attacks in the Maya system. We will continue to bring you up-to-the-minute reports on this issue. That is really cool. Oops. Oh, crap. What did I do? Did I run into the ship? Yeah, I did. Oh, my gosh, man. I'm sorry. I got into my news reporter thing, so I just kept ramming Jack's station. Cool. Anyway, we're still alive, so whatever. Check it out, man. That is really crazy. We got aliens all over the place, sucking on barnacles. And I seen one of those. Have you guys visited one of those? They're pretty cool, man. I've visited a barnacle, and I've also checked out a one of the wrecked alien ships, which was tight. It was pretty cool. It was actually very memorable. Really, because of the fact that I went up to a capital ship when I was there, and it blew my pants off. That was crazy. I'm not sure why. I just I took off from the crashed alien ship. I flew over to the cap ship just to do a little sightseeing or whatever, and yeah, it turned out bad for me. I got my butt kicked. Okay, now let's see. What's this guy talking about? Oh, doesn't that stink? He's miserable now because he thought we were gonna die. Well, it's okay, dude. Death is all subjective and objective, I suppose. Anyway, screwed that up big time. I probably shouldn't have flown at it at full speed, but it's alright. Okay, so let's go back to Morton's Paradise. I already got it. There we go. I already got it targeted, so off we go. Let's get out of here with our damaged ship and our scared to death passengers. I read too slow. My bad. I'm just excited, man, because this the way that they're laying this alien thing out, man. It is so hot. You know, with the first of all, it started off with the unknown artifacts, and people were deciphering the sounds and the stuff in it that it was emitting, and then it ended up being the vector graphics kind of like technical readout for the ship that you were in, which is freaking scary if you think about it. If you guys know anything about Elite Dangerous lore or paid attention to it, then you know that we definitely start to get into fisticuffs with these Thargoids or whatever you want to call it. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I mean, according to lore, that's what the aliens are. That's the name that they're given. But to me, they're just going to be E.T. And I don't know if you guys have seen the footage of the aliens actually interacting with the barnacles, coinciding with that news article we just read, but it looks pretty cool. It looks really cool, and that brings me back to another event that happened post patch, and that was the video that I did see. Sadly enough, was of Harry Potter and his gang of little minions going to, you know, I think they were in Merope or something like that, waiting for a barnacle to show up. And as you guys know, Besieger, aka Harry Potter, is the player that actually killed Solomé. Whatever. I'm beginning to think that Solomé was a martyr. I think all of that might have been planned. I don't know. The author of the short story has already said that wasn't the case, but it is what it is. Yo, Black Rhino, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us, man. Straight up. Anyway, you missed it. I was banging my hull up against Jock Station earlier, talking about the aliens and how it is out here in Colonia and all that good stuff. But anyway, though, yeah. So this guy Besieger, or gosh, what the heck is his freaking name? Harry Potter. There you go. He blew Solomé out of the sky, but everybody else, dang it, I'm gonna overshoot Morton's. Everybody else that was part of that mission, they made it, and that is really why I'm smelling a conspiracy here. I'm starting to think, yo, wait, man, honestly, bro, I think that might just have been planned, you know. I can't remember the groups that were involved, but there was some cats that said, hey, you know, we would love to be able to escort a Solomé. And that's exactly what happened. And the funny thing about it is Harry Potter, aka Besieger, is a known griefer. This guy just logs on and he messes with people in the worst way possible and open. I think he actually stream sniped a few people also. I don't know. Either way, it just smells fishy to me, but I checked out the author's Twitter, and he was saying that, not fishy at all. I couldn't have planned this if I tried. Those were his claims. Whether you believe him or not, it's up to you. I don't know. Either way, though, Solomé apparently had a bunch of information about the Thargoids. So if you're still in the bubble, why don't you go check out Merope, or any location out in the Pleiades, man. There's barnacles everywhere. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find some coordinates on the internet. And check them out. The barnacles are cool. The crash ships are cool. One thing I've not seen though are the fungi that are growing all over the galaxy. I'm not completely sure that has anything to do with the Thargoids, but I saw some screenshots of it and it looked pretty cool. I mean, alien life on planets or moons that don't freaking have atmospheres. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wouldn't mind grabbing a screenie or maybe a little video about that. But either way, that's what I've been. Oop, there we go. Shields back up. But that's what I've been up to, man. Just to flight out to Colonia, working for my faction, trying to get some influence out here. And a bunch of alien stuff that, unfortunately, while in Colonia, I'm not going to be able to experience. Nobody has found any barnacles way out here. We're looking, believe that. Yeah, we're looking, but none so far. So, you know, whatever, man. You don't have to really be an explorer to check out the Pleiades. I think it's only like 150, maybe 200 light years max from the bubble. That'd be pretty cool. It just kind of stinks though, man. I didn't get a chance to get into all that, you know. I didn't get pulled over in which space which looked really awesome. And sadly enough, I'm a PCMR guy. I'm a little bit irritated at the fact that it was somebody on an Xbox that actually got pulled over first. But it's all good. I ain't tripping. Speaking of Xbox, okay, so it's June 6th, if I'm not mistaken. What is it, the 21st that Elite is going to come out on PS4? And I'm trying to land backwards. Look at that. Here we go. Let's flip this around. But yeah, isn't that right, guys? PS4 is going to get Elite sometime later this month, if I'm not mistaken. That might be nice. Yeah, it'll be cool. So apparently we're talking about a full-on AAA title, multi-platforms, all that good stuff. That's really cool. Considering that I don't believe there are any other space simulators that are only Elite. Yeah, Star Citizen is planned to be just PC. No Man's Sky, which I'm sorry, I know I don't mention that very often, but it's a complete wash for me. It's like it didn't even exist. But if I'm not mistaken, that's a PC only title. So the PCMR gamer in me kind of cringes a little bit because of the fact that some Xbox cat got pulled over by the Thargoids first. But that's all good, man. Whatever, you know, it is what it is. I'm not beefing. I'm actually glad that that this game is successful, and I've also, you know, taken account a lot of news that is centered around the perceived skullduggery of the fact that this game is actually just being made and upkept in order to sell other games for Frontier. I mean, if that's the case, I'll just be frank. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I'm sorry. I'm just playing a fun game and I'm doing my thing. So, whatever, man. This is a short little video. I didn't want to really take up too much of y'all's time. It's already late anyway. But one thing I did want to do was get you guys caught up and I don't know, maybe celebrate in my own way the fact that I made it to Colonia and I'm out here doing some background simulation for my faction homeboys. Either way, keep it flying. We're gonna stay on top of this alien thing as much as we can way out in Colonia. But that'll be it, man. Thanks for checking out the stream there, Black Rhino, and you guys have a great evening. Have fun, do your thing, and fly safe.